I bought a screwdriver a while back. Now, screwdrivers don't make great video necessarily, but this is one that, because it has a pretty well-known name on it, I wanted to talk a little bit about what's wrong with this screwdriver. Now, I bought this screwdriver to replace this one. This is something I've had for a long time. I got it cheap. I think it was maybe $8, $10 most. It has lights in it, which they don't have batteries, I don't think, and I basically have never really worried about that. It's got little storage here for the bits, this little kind of rubber collar around here, and if you get a grip on them, you can grab those guys and it flexes enough and you can pull them out, and they go in the end just like you would expect. Of course, at the moment it doesn't quite go in there right because the inside bit of this is broken. Now, what happened here is that it's an extendable magnetic thing, and when it's all the way in and in there, that sat at the end of your bit, and that makes your bit magnetic, so you can pick up screws, which is kind of nice. You can also pull this out and use it as a retrieval tool, which was kind of nice. You know, it would be inside your screwdriver, and it was always handy after you drop that screw down into those remote spots, you could pull that out. Well, what with one thing and another, and you can see it's kind of bent and beat up, it got broken off. So I went looking for a new screwdriver, and I bought this one. And this one, just looking at it, it came with a bunch of bits, and it had bit storage, and it has a removable extended shank. You could put your bits right in here if you wanted, but that makes for a very short screwdriver. And it has a ratchet function, which is really pretty nice. You can set it on one setting, and you can turn it, and that way you don't have to keep doing this. You can put it in the middle and lock it, and you know when you do that, you've got to keep doing this. It's nice to be able to put your thing there and just rock your hand back and forth and not have to get a new grip. Sometimes that's very handy. It's got either direction on that, or locked in the middle. Very nice. I like that. It's very solidly constructed, seems very stable. The bit storage is under the cap. And after I got this thing and started using a little bit, a couple of things became apparent very quickly. First of all, I assumed this would have a magnet in it. There is no magnet in this thing. It doesn't work as a magnet to hold your screws when you're trying to put them in. Okay, that's a minor oversight. I think it's supposed to. It looks like it has a magnet in there, but it's not strong enough to do the job. A quick trip to Harbor Freight yielded this. It's shorter. It has a stronger magnet, and it's strong enough to pick up those stray screws and things when you drop them. Not a huge problem. This works okay if you need it. It's just a little frustrating. But this is a deal killer. This thing has little clips in here that you're supposed to stick the bits into, top and bottom. But they're out of a fairly stiff plastic. They don't have any real flex and grip. This cheap thing uses rubber, or a sort of rubber stuff, and you can flex it and pull the bits out, but it holds them very tightly. This, as you just saw, dumps them all out every time you open it up. Net result is, oh, now all my bits are here on the table, I've got to carefully put them all back in, and putting them back in is frustrating because they won't slide in. The slots are badly sized, poorly entered. So see, this one goes all the way down, that one won't go all the way down. That one won't go all the way down. That one, now I've got to put these in up here at the top, and I put that one in, and I put that one in, and I've got to be very careful as I'm putting these in that they don't fall out the other side so that I can now shut the lid. Put this in here, put a bit in there, and I'm off to the races. It seems good on the surface, but the lack of magnetic pickup on this part and that horrible, horrible grip on the bits makes this particular screwdriver a very definite do not recommend in my book. I am not happy, and especially not happy considering the price that I had to pay for it. So I hope somebody finds that interesting, and I will be back another time with some other commentary.